Try again.
To the chair.
The chair.
The chair.
The chair.
The chair.
Today's episode is going to be us talking about funny stories we've got. I'll start, because I've got one that comes straight to my mind, and I will share it with you. Hopefully you find this funny. I did. Now when I look back anyway, at the time I was like, oh my god. But, okay. I'll Quentin Tarantino this. I'll tell you the ending first, and then I'll tell you why that happened.
Classic.
My reaction...
Classic.
Yes, I'll Quentin Tarantino this shit right now. Basically, my reaction was, oh my god! And this is why.
Pretty standard.
Right, about 2 years ago, I was at work, and I was serving a lady, and she came to my till, and we were just talking and chatting, and I served her, and da-da-da. And then I said to her, we were all laughing like, yeah, da-da-da-da, and I said to her, right, do you have a store card? I can't say the store, so I said, do you have a store card? She went, oh yeah, I do. And as she went, oh yeah, she looked all surprised in her face and everything. As she put her head down, her false eye fell out onto my till.
Oh, so rough.
And it rolled down my till, across my scanner, and then down the bottom. She didn't realise, and my reaction went, oh my god, your eyes on my till! And I never thought in my life I'd say that to anyone. But she didn't pick it up and shove it back in. She looked up at me with no eye in her eye socket and went, where is it? And I went, oh my god!
Oh, couldn't she see it?
No. She just quickly grabbed it, wiped it off and shoved it back in. And I haven't seen her since.
So bad. Well, I wouldn't show my face again if that had happened to me. God.
So yeah, that's one of the stories. I had a woman's eye fall onto my till. What about
so
you,
bad.
Adrian?
Oh, well, I was just going to tell funny childhood stories, but that's just, I can't compete with that.
Go on.
Oh, God. Right,
Is that because you don't want to tell these because they involve an uncle that you'd rather forget, don't they?
No.
And a dark closet.
No.
A game of sorry.
No. No, I used to live in the wonderful little village of Buxted, and we used to be incredibly annoying little shits. And there used to be some garages around the back of where I used to live, and we all went down there one time, and there was a certain group of neighbours that used to like to show off to all the younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so they climbed up onto the roof of the garages and were running around on the top. And one of them was taking the piss out of us because all of us would always try and climb up and try and get up there as well. Because there was a dip. It was like a massive mound, and you could jump from the mound to get up there, but only if you had the upper body strength to get all the way up.
Right.
So all of us are just standing down in the dip, like jumping up, trying to grab onto the corrugated metal. And now I've said corrugated metal, I've probably given the entire thing away. But yeah, he's like laughing at us and jumping about on this roof and saying, "Oh, you can't get up here," and like calling us all names and whatever else. And we're thinking, you know, when you're younger, you're like thinking, "Oh, you bastard, this, that, the other." But
yeah,
obviously not with them words because you're innocent then. But yeah, he's jumping up and down. He falls straight through the roof. And, what is it? He fell through the roof, and because he fell through the roof ended up slanting, and the other guy stood next to him fell down inside on top of him as well. The next thing you know, you hear this garage door banging. And I think one of them was kicking the door where he'd landed, and we pulled open this garage door because this one was never locked, and they're literally just on a pile on like through a broken chest of drawers, and it's just like fuck.
Oh no!
So we all ran away, and vaguely remember seeing a police car down there a few hours later.
Oh no! Was it the sort of thing you saw like in a Wile E. Coyote sort of movie where he held up a sign saying "shit" and then he went and disappeared?
Yeah, there was a nice big fern hedge right next to these set of garages as well. And another time, because we always used to climb up and about in these trees because they used to link onto my back garden.
Mm-hmm.
And one night, I know who it is, but I'm not going to name names, set fire to the tree with a group of his mates.
Oh my god.
And we all went round there in the morning, and well, we all went to school, sorry, and came back in the evening because we'd always go down the hill to the garages.
Yeah.
We used to ride our skateboards down and hit the curbs and go flying off because we were too stupid to learn how to brake on a skateboard. And, yeah, we went down and like everything was just completely burnt down and came along and the police had come along just at that time. For some reason they were like questioning us and stuff about it. And bearing in mind we must have been about sort of 7 or 8 at the time. The only thing that didn't look good was the fact that I'd found like a big old hammer down beside the garages, and I thought, oh cool, I found a hammer, I'll play with that. Then obviously the police stopped off the side, and it was like me walking around town with a hammer. It's just like, fuck.
Nice.
But yeah.
So you got arrested at 8 years old?
No, I just got stopped and spoken to. But I thought, no, to tell you what the scariest thing was, me and my best mate Ryan, we used to go down to the shop, but we weren't, until we were of a certain age, we weren't allowed to go down to the corner shop by ourselves. And we went down there without any of our parents there, and we were just running back and forth across the road. We were fairly safe about it, we were checking for cars and stuff, because it was always a stupidly busy road. And we were like running left and right, and suddenly this woman stops and gets out of her car, and she comes up to me and Ryan, grabs us both by the arm, and starts taking us along. She's like, right, that's it, I'm taking you back to your parents, tell me where you live right now. And we're both of us just like walking along shitting ourselves. And Ryan, he wasn't so clever at the time, he was like, I live over there. and I'm just going, I was like, oh, I don't remember where I live. It was like the first thing I could come up with on short notice. I was like, I don't remember where I live. And Ryan, the Muppet, goes, oh, you live over there, Adrian.
Oh,
So, we were both grounded for a month.
Oh,
it was just
no.
like, the worst thing ever. Just the fact that a completely random stranger gets out of a car and drags us back to our homes.
And Ryan stitched you up.
Although that says a lot now, though, thinking about it. Like, now you hear about people getting out of their cars and taking people away, not taking them back to their homes.
Yeah.
Much nicer times back then.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Good times.
That's a couple of my lovely little Buxted stories.
What else have I got? Oh, I've got another one from work.
I'm trying to avoid work.
Oh, it's not what it was, yeah. But it's alright. It's funny stories. We're not discriminating them in any sort of way, so whatever. Yeah. I was working at the self-service machines. This was like a month or two after we opened, so this is back in 2008. And this old lady came to self-service in a mobility scooter, and she went
That already screams awkward.
Yeah. And she took forever. She like scanned one item, it was like, doot. Please place the item in the bag, and it doot. Doot. It was like that, it was painful. And she got to the point where you pay, and she's in this mobility scooter, and she kind of, where she was, how do I describe it to the listeners? Like, where you put the notes in was about head level, but about an arm's reach away. So she had to lean forward on her mobility scooter to put the £20 note in the machine. As she did it, she didn't realise, but her foot went down on the accelerator, and you just heard, ah! And she went bang into the window. Really hard, full face planted into the window, and I died with laughter. And she looked around thinking no one saw, and you said, did, and she reversed, and I was crying so hard. And this woman went over and went, are you okay? And I thought, oh yeah, I best go over there and see how she's doing. All the time I was like, are you okay? I tried my hardest to keep it together, but I'd lost it by then. I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah, I reminds me of this woman that pushed a, she didn't want the trolley, she'd loaded everything up onto the conveyor belt, didn't want the trolley, and just pushed it between all the other customers until it hit the, sort of like the slight ramp before the window. And this trolley just flips up and like goes over, like it's a massive loud crash and bang. She just looks around completely oblivious to it. She's just like this bloke behind her goes, sorry, you just knocked your trolley over. I didn't knock it over. It's like, seriously? Are you seriously going to be that dense about it?
Oh my god. The best thing was I was, this was 2 years ago, I was helping out on pull-out, which is what they do at night. and to drag all the stuff out for night staff to drag out. For people that don't know, that's what it is. And I didn't realise that I was pulling out a big heavy cage of alcohol, and they're friggin' heavy, and I was pulling one of them out, filled with beer, and I didn't realise that there was this woman coming round the corner that I'd just come down. She was with her in her Zimmer frame, and she walked like Yoda. She was really small and bent over and going at like 0.5 miles an hour. And I'd caught her purse in the cage that I was pulling along with me, and I heard, ah, ah, ah! I heard this, and I looked at the side and I went, oh my god, are you okay? And she went, oh my god, she grabbed her back and everything. And she was like, oh my lord, oh dearie me. She was going like this, and that's the fastest she'd moved in like 20 years. I was pulling this old woman along by her alcohol cage, and I haven't seen her since, so I think I killed her.
Oh god.
I know. It's alright, I sleep well at night. That was bad.
That's
I've got tons, like, I remember working in the first place I ever worked in.
Sorry, slight technical difficulty.
Oh no, you gotta tell him what you just did.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Right, I was telling you something and he's just eating a muffin and he's put the packet of the muffin, he's like styled it in a way so it looks like a vajayjay. And he put it right up in my face. Right, stop being so immature. I can't remember what I was saying. You can say something now.
What was it? I was in Buxton. My mate used to have barbecues all the time. And we went round his house, and I think it was just after a christening party or something like that. It was like a nice summer barbecue. Had like all the local kids around, all jumping up and down this bouncy castle.
Yeah.
And there comes along me and Ryan. We just look at it and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this. So he runs around the back of the bouncy castle, and I run indoors. So he switches off the generator to stop it all pumping air into it, and whilst he does that, I unplug it from the wall as well. And you got all these kids being sucked down into this bouncy castle. And the first time we did it, and we got sort of like a slight telling off and whatever else. But because it was sort of our party and whatever else, it was they let us off. And on the third attempt, we did it for 3 times. Third attempt, we both got smacked asses and got sat put on the sort of like conservatory door, like right in the way of everyone. They were like, right, go sit on the naughty step, and we're just like, okay. So they sit us down in the way of absolutely everyone.
Oh.
So
Jimmy Savile will be round in a minute to give you a good spanking.
They were just sitting there, and it's just like every 2 seconds, like someone else like trying to kick between us to get out. It's like, crap. So yeah, we got bored of being kicked about in the end, so we went for a 4th time and ended up just letting it down completely, which ruined it for everyone because they didn't put it back up after that. So.
Oh.
But yeah, that was exciting to say the least. Especially when one of the kids was sat up right on the side of one of the walls of it. It just like starts going down. He's just like crumpling in half as the wall collapses down. But yeah.
Oh, good times.
Also, just on a side note, completely random.
Yes.
I've been asked a question at work, and I'm going to need help answering it because, to me, this question is like choosing between your kids, and you just cannot do it.
All right, go on then.
Right. At our workplace, there are 2 people called... One of them is called Paul. I don't know his surname, but he won't be listening to this, so it doesn't matter anyway.
As in the trolley boy?
Yep.
Paul Looms, hi!
So there is Paul Looms, and then there is Dan Simmons. And now both of them have asked me which one of them is more clever, which one's the smartest. And I've said to them, I cannot decide that by myself, because it is like picking between it's like picking between your kids.
That's a toughie.
You just can't do it.
That's very hard.
So if anyone would like to sort of put in comments and debates and try and even this out if you know these people.
If not, you don't have to. Just comment below. It's,
we'll put up another poll.
All
later.
I can say is, how do I describe Paul? Like an East Sussex version of Cole Pilkington.
Yep.
And Dan Simmons. How would you describe the D?
Dan.
Danny boy.
Dan the man, the ginger ninja himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. So and we're gonna get him in on the show at some point as well. So he keeps on nagging on at me. So
yeah, in the future.
So in the future as well, we can look.
Hang
back,
on, no. You completely went round it. How would you describe?
We can look back at this and. He can have his own say on this as well as probably all the comments he's going to put in below. like from last week's podcast, I just came home last night and within about 10 minutes of coming onto Facebook, I just get a message from him going, "You bastard." Just like,
oh, we called you a legend in the previous one.
We did.
Be happy.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, he is a legend in his own way.
In a very unique way, yes.
So that's the best way of describing Dan.
He's unique.
We do love you though, Dan. There's no... that you can replace Dan. It's like having a family dog that dies after many years. You can't replace it.
No. Sometimes you may love and hate him, but
he's always there for you. So
he's a fly around a horse's arse. He's there. You just got to put up with him. He's lovely.
You make him sound really bad.
No, I'm joking. He's not really. No, he's nice.
That's all right. He'll have a moan at us, or you'll have a moan at us at work, won't you, Dan?
Ah, it's fine. We love you. Don't.
To make up for it, we will have you on the show at some point.
Yes.
So
we will.
Yeah.
So you can just tear us apart.
So yeah,
to our faces.
I'll put a little poll up on our page for that, and you guys can have a little vote.
Yeah. Who's better or brighter? Sorry.
Who's brighter?
Dan or Paul?
Yeah.
Danny boy or Trolley boy?
So yeah.
Oh, good times. I want him to be here now. I really do.
We might have to get him in on more than one occasion, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Have like a monthly one where he comes in.
Yeah. Once every 3 weeks we'll get him in. He'll love that. He's going to be messaging us the minute this is posted online now. It's a good job this isn't going out till Saturday.
I know. It's now Wednesday, by the way.
No, it's not. It's Saturday.
Yes.
They're listening to this on Saturday.
Yes. It's recorded live.
Yeah.
We don't record nearly a week in advance. No.
Never.
Not at all.
Never in a trillion years. So, yeah, that's a small little competition thing.
Competition?
Well,
what are they going to win?
What are they going to win? If you win, you win a shout out.
You win a hug from the person that you think's brightest.
Yeah.
Meet us at Tesco's and they'll give you a hug.
Meet us where?
Oh yeah.
Whoops. Yeah.
We're not allowed to say buildings.
We don't work. We don't work there. We just know.
Yeah.
It's just a mutual meeting ground. We work for Asda. Tesco hate us. So yeah.
Talk for yourself. I'm Lidl. I'm in the upmarket.
Upmarket, what?
Yeah.
Lidl's where scanning items for is an Olympic sport. God. I hate Lidl's. I like some of the stuff they do, but their checkout staff, boy are they wankers.
The people from the Paralympics, when they're not doing that, they're at Lidl.
Oh, that's a little bit harsh. So you're saying all Paralympians, as their day jobs, are Olympic bloody scanners at Lidl's?
You started it.
I didn't.
You did.
I just said the people at Lidl's, or the workers at Lidl's, think scanning's an Olympic sport. But they're all kind of special in their own way, I suppose.
God.
If anyone listening to this actually works at Lidl's, then send us a message. Let us hear your view. You know. Yeah. Or just start hating on us. I think we've gone too far into that.
Oh, the hate mail for these last 5 minutes is going to be huge.
Oh, I love
we did so well. We're going to go from like 50 listeners to 4, and that'll be me, you, Dan, and Troy.
No, I don't listen to our podcast. Once they're done, they're done. I don't like listening.
Oh no, nor do I.
I don't like listening to myself. So.
No.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and Layla, she'll be listening.
Yeah, Layla. Hey, another shout out.
Yeah, another one. Feel privileged.
Yeah.
And Troy.
Troy the boy.
The almighty Troy the porn star. Troy's a legend. They're all legends.
Troy, we're gonna own you at Laser Quest.
Yes, it's on.
I don't care if I get put on the same team. I'm just gonna quickly jump over and swap packs or something.
Oh, I'd love that. I suck at bowling. I absolutely suck.
Oh, I love bowling. Although my elbow ends up going. So yeah.
And I wonder why that is.
Yeah, tennis elbow. So yeah, I think we should probably call it a day, really, shouldn't we? So yeah,
Oh, this one's been great. This one has been my favourite to record by far.
this has been something special.
Do you want more of these sorts, or more where we just talk random stuff that you've given us? Let us know below.
Yeah, we'll put up a couple of polls this week for people to listen to. So
until next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Farewell.